I hope we don't get in trouble for using that song at all. Welcome to High Anxiety. This is Ty. Today I am unboxing a very cool and special item that I'm very excited about. A collaboration item between Jurassic Park and Transformers. This right here is a very special unboxing that I'm very excited about. If you like Transformers and you like Jurassic Park, this is just perfect. Look at this box. This is a beautiful box recreating a very famous scene in Jurassic Park history. You've got Tyranicon Rex, Autobot JP93, Jurassic Park 1993. I mean, it's a weird name for an Autobot JP93, but it's clearly Jurassic Park 1993, the year the movie came out. And it's a scene that is just iconic. The T-Rex standing on top of the crushed car, you've got it right there, and coming down on the Jeep right there. It's perfect. You can even see like the fence in the background, the facility. It's a perfect recreation of that scene. So on the side of the box, we have the 10,000 volts. So some iconic imagery there. Same for the other side, except this time you can see claw coming out. Great. On the back of the box, we've got the dinosaur footprint, the Jurassic Park Transformers 2021 collaboration emblem. And what's interesting about this is because they used Ford Jeeps in the Jurassic Park movie. So this is an official Ford product. This is an officially licensed Ford product. This is a Ford Jeep Transformer. So I'll tell you in a few years when the license, they'll never reproduce this, because obviously any time that they use official license like that and the company pulls it, it's something you won't see again. So I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to open it. I have been super pumped to do this episode. No way. Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this little Easter egg right there. And then we all recognize the DNA guy from Jurassic Park.
What? Oh, Mr. DNA, where did you come from? From your blood.
All right. Okay, pull that out. And we've got our instruction manual. And the view of what the bots will look like transformed. That. Slide this iconic scene out. Okay. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. You've got that iconic scene in the background. You've got the tire tracks. Look at the detail on the car that it's stepping on. It's a cardboard car that's crushed. It's from that scene. So it's the one Jeep that's knocked over and crushed. That is beautiful. So we've got our Tyrannosaurus. This is a repaint of Beast Wars Megatron from the Kingdom line. And this is a repaint of... Who is this Jeep? I'll have to look that up. I don't recognize the mold. So let's get it snipped out. This is definitely an instance where I will be saving the box for obvious reasons. Like and subscribe. The doors aren't pegged in, but that could just be... What's funny is obviously it shows too much when you do that, but you could do a shot like that of the doors being open. It is kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't actually recognize this mold. Could be one that I've just missed, or I'm just remembering wrong. Let's put that clipped in there properly. So we have our Jurassic Park Jeep. That is, I love the paint job on that. Look at the icon. So you've got the Jurassic Park icon done very well on it. I don't know how well that's showing up, if that's blurry at all, but that's beautiful. I love that. This rolls. This rolls very well, much better than the last one I reviewed. You actually put it down, all four wheels are moving. This is beautiful. Underside actually does, this does a pretty decent job hiding the robot underneath. Like it's still, like, you can tell those are legs and arms, but it's not like the face is sticking out really obviously. That's something I don't like with a lot of Transformers figures, is underneath is just a hiding robot, and this doesn't have that problem as much. The coloration on the panels, and what I like is, so it even shows the exposed top, because obviously they were able to look up through the top of the vehicle, so this gives it a really good look. It's got 04 on the back. I guess maybe that was the actual Jeep number in the movie. I can't recall off the top of my head. Pretty basic weapon, honestly. It looks fine. There's literally nothing, I can't really complain about that at all. There's nothing about that bothers me. All right, so let's get out our T-Rex. I haven't actually opened my Beast Wars Megatron yet, so this will be the first time I'm transforming this particular mold. So I'm hoping it will go easier than the original Beast Wars Megatron, which I remember specifically getting him as a kid and going, this is difficult to transform. These are plastic trappings. Let's get this out of the way for now. Let's do this. It's a lot of panels, but that's pretty synonymous with Beast Wars figures. They're very, very plate formers, where it's a lot of just tucked together bits, hiding the robot underneath. That's just, you can see basically the robot guts kind of peeking out. But I love the look of it. Let's see. Okay, so that just kind of loosely covers his neck. The mouth fully opens, and he's got his gun inside, so very much like Kingdom Megatron. Look at the mouth on that thing. It's like eating the light. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Recreate that scene. Some slight balance issues. The feet are it kind of wants to stand its own way. I mean, there's some decent movement with it, it feels like, but because of these kind of leg panels, it feels like there's not a lot of different poses I feel like you're going to be able to pull off with these legs. And the tail has a wag. That's cool. So he can point that way, he can point that way. And the whole, because that's his arm, so the whole thing, you get kind of some movement there as well. Little tiny baby T-Rex arms. Hello. So, okay, close it. If you pull down on the mouth, it will open the whole head. That's kind of cool. I think that looks great. I think that is a really cool set to go together. That's interesting. But yeah, like you can definitely see with a little too much movement, you kind of get the whole thing falling apart. So it's very easy to start untransforming Beast Wars style figures in that respect. But I'm a big I love Jurassic Park. I grew up with that movie. I saw it in the theater when I was a little kid. I was blown away by the dinosaurs. Just how amazing it looked. And none of the later movies got me as much as that first movie did. I've liked some of the later films, but no, that first movie was just, there was nothing like it again. I don't think you could ever truly recapture that first movie. If we take the gun and we flip it upside down, the gun then pegs into one of the slots on the top. So those slots and that peg. So he can actually have, you know, a weapon mode. I mean, technically the T-Rex has a gun in his mouth, so, you know, it's not completely one-sided. But I don't know. I think I still think even with that, I would kind of go, the T-Rex is probably gonna, you know, win in this particular fight. I don't see a Jeep doing as well against a T-Rex, but that's why they are robots in disguise. They're much more than meets the eye. And let's get them transformed. It's got a very, very tiny clip. I don't know how easy that is to see, but it does clip over. Yeah, it's right there. It clips over the foot just slightly. And so that's how it holds the bottom of the foot in place. This, it feels like I could break it, but I mean, I could, but I don't want to. All right. The one thing I'm worried about is this is clear plastic, and clear plastic is notorious for deteriorating. So I do worry that given enough time, that may be something where you really don't want to be transforming that anymore. To risk snapping it. It's kind of... If you stop right here, it just kind of looks like a GoBot. Yeah, this feels like another mold I've used, and I can't recall who it is exactly. Like, it's taking some cues from a lot of them, but based on the wings on the back, I think this might be Jazz. I almost wish there was if there was a little different coloration on the arms, because he just has the hands and the arms being the exact same color. Does make it look a little plain there. These ball joints are pretty loose. So this might be a case where I use a little bit of nail polish or shoe polish, because that is, I'm not crazy about how loose that is. That's kind of floppy. Same thing on this one. Not as bad on the other arm, but yeah, that's just the case sometimes with these things. Anytime you have a ball joint, that's a situation you can run into. I really love the head sculpt on this. Like, look at his face. He's got, you know, like the tan hat, almost like a cowboy hat. Is that light piping? Yeah, so he's kind of like got the cowboy hat thing going on. This is a fun design. It's gun. And he's ready to go dinosaur hunting. I like it. I like that a lot. This is JP93. Not crazy about the name. Like, not at all. Not at all. This looks kind of... It doesn't look like there's enough of a change between what is his leg and his foot. He actually kind of just doesn't even really look like he has feet. Like, this is just the whole thing's a boot. I mean, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's got good design. From other angles, he doesn't look super hollow or anything, which I'm happy about, because that's a problem with a lot of these newer ones, is just how hollow they look. The front grille to chest design, I'm digging that. I'm digging that a lot. Oh, okay. The wheels do click in. I just saw a little spin on them, but yeah, this is a figure I can really get behind this. This is got a lot of potential. Good posability. Oh, we've There's no waist swivel. That's fine. Head can do a full left and right. So, I mean, I have no real complaints about this other than just how much clear plastic is involved in this. This seems like this could be a time bomb, given so many years. This could really just snap apart. That's the one big fear I have anytime there's this much clear plastic involved. Okay, we'll set him aside and we'll get Tyranicon Rex. So this mold has been used a couple of times so far. There's Megatron, T-Rex, which is an Autobot of the same color. The same mold, different color. And so now we have Tyranicon Rex, which is a more realistic color dinosaur. But he's also a Decepticon. So we currently at the moment have an uneven number of Tyrannosae on each side of the war, which is, I can live with that. I think we can all live with that. Okay, let's see what transforming him is like. I'm just kind of go for the parts that, oh, okay. I don't know if anyone else does, but this almost makes me think of Transmetal Megatron had like hover thighs that they would lift up and then he could hover like a hovercraft. And that kind of looks like that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they reuse this mold into maybe a Transmetal form. I really wouldn't be surprised just based on that alone. So he's around, and it becomes a gun. So he's got firepower right there on the front of his legs. That's pretty cool. Mount, it's up. Can you push it back in to secure it? Is there... okay, there's a hole right there. Yeah, so you can slide the whole thing in, and it does secure in place right there on his thigh. So that's great. I like that. Okay, so how does this... So we're opening that up. It's no longer a Tyrannosaurus, but it is now the creature from the movie The Thing. That's horrifying. That's monstrous. I love it. So, what are we... The original toy didn't have a hand there. He just had this weird claw tail mouth thing that he could kind of pick things up with. But in the show, he could take it, if I remember, I thought in the show he could take it off. I don't know, these panels... Oh, okay, so the whole thing right there folds forward. And it looks like he's going to clip in right here at his waist. He's got a very kind of, it's kind of Grimlock-esque with the face. I can't remember, did we get a Grimlock? I'll have to check into that. I honestly now don't remember if we got a Grimlock in the War for Cybertron. Why is that? This thing really fights you to push the head forward. It wants to keep the head back really badly. And it's on this really loose. That's some Beetlejuice stuff right there. Got the Beetlejuice's head spinning. So you got to pop the head forward, and it is not like you can't turn the head. If I try, there's a good chance it will. Okay, so you can kind of turn the head, but it seems like at any moment it's going to. Want to shoot back. So yeah, the head posability is not great. I really hope that's not the same with Megatron. Like maybe that's just an issue with this one, because it looks like a different head sculpt. So this panel here, when you push it out, is still overlapping it very, like, it's coming out very far. And like with this one, I can get it folded up, so he's got a robot, you know, forearm, it looks like, on his weapon. And I kind of feel like I'm gonna break it if I try it with this one. It's like it's this fake skin they put on it. It's this layer of it. It looks like it's just it's like pegged in, and it's overlapping very badly. Like, I almost might need to cut it to make it fold better. I don't know. That's got some issues. I kind of don't want to force that just for the sake of figure. Okay, this does not. Okay, the forearm weapon does not come off. It looks like the mold of the arm goes into it, so that is what it is. Okay, so that turns around. So he gets, you know, he's got a pincer like a crab. Yeah, the original toy had a gimmick where you could pull this back and it would, you know, flap, but this does not. And that's fine. I can handle that. Cool. So that assembly closes like that. Okay, there's the other hinge. So how does this secure? Does it just stay there like that? Does he just have this kibble on his back? It kind of looks like two fleshy coconuts, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of a mess back there. And from behind, I really don't know what I'm looking at. But with a lot of these figures, you're not really admiring them from the back anyway. So let's bring the arm down. Okay, here. So he has no fist to work with behind Tyrannosaur's face, so it is just his hand, just like Megatron's was in the cartoon. So no surprise there. He would do a lot of like this move and fire from his mouth, his hand mouth. This is my hand mouth. And he has his claw hand in the claw hand. So yeah, he's a lot of unwieldy, fleshy plastic. But I don't know, it works in a lot of ways. It does, because Beast Wars Megatron just had an iconic design to him, and I think it comes through here. Especially with the chest sculpt. Like, I really like the design there. The face I'm not crazy about. It feels very Grimlock. Like, I feel like they could use this as like a Kingdom Grimlock, but I think there might be a Kingdom Grimlock. I'll have to double check. Yeah, the original Beast Wars Megatron, these thigh guns were actually weird missile launchers that shot these like arced missiles out. That was pretty cool. I don't miss. Yeah, that's a thing with a lot of the old Transformers we had growing up, was they had missiles and parts that could shoot out, and I don't miss that because that was a lot of stuff to have to take care of. You'd have to remember, you know, you got to pick that stuff up. Where'd it go? Oh, it shot and went under the couch. Now it's gone. And Beast Wars Megatron had a water gun here. His tongue had, you could take the whole thing out, fill it up with water, and spray water out of his mouth. And that was pretty cool. I was down for that. This is not someone who I'd want to shake the hand of, though. This is very difficult hand work. Now, he does have a hand. There is a hand hidden underneath all that, but good luck using it. I don't see at all how he could ever use that if this thing doesn't come off. Like, I really think this should have been something that clipped on. It would have given him a chance to have a slightly more robotic mode for when he's not just fighting. I mean, obviously a lot of people aren't thinking that far ahead. I like it. I really like this set. Just, they look great together. You got some good posability. I think this is... I really want to get that arm tightened up, because even just holding his gun seems like too much work for him. It's just so flappy. Floppy arm syndrome. This doesn't please anyone. No one likes a floppy arm. So this is JP93 and Tyranicon Rex. Decepticon, Autobot, Jurassic Park through and through. The nostalgia is real, and I'm feeling it from this set. These collaborative sets have been, I'd say almost all of them have been great. I think the only collaborative set first off, there's only one collaborative set I didn't buy, and it was Top Gun. They did a Top Gun collaborative set, and its jet mode looked great. Its robot mode was boring. It was bland. Like there was nothing about it that felt like a Transformer. It just felt like a generic mech. And I want this kind of epic, this bright splash of color and you know, cartoonish. I want a more cartoonish style to them, and that's what you get with these. Like, this is very action cartoon look, and I dig it. This is great. I enjoy this set. I think it's still available on Hasbro Pulse, and maybe check TF Source or Big Bag Toy Store. Don't look at JP from too much under, because he definitely has hollow chest syndrome. So that is one part I've just noticed. He is way, like, you really want to kind of face him more downward, because yeah, the moment you look at him from this angle or looking up at him, yeah, that the illusion is lost. And the backpack windshield does not secure very well. This peg seems like it's just too big for this. Can't finish that sentence. You know what I mean. So yeah, it's got its flaws, and I think all of its flaws really come down to quality control. The big design flaw with JP, too much clear plastic. With Tyrannicon, they could have made this assembly come off. And the Tyrannosaurus skin that's going over it is actually too big for this to fold back. And that is still a quality, probably more a quality control issue than anything. But I like it. I think it properly represents Jurassic Park. I think this collaboration went really great, and I'm really looking forward to more. But I'd say that's it for now. This is Ty with High Anxiety. This is Tyranicon Rex. This is JP93. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and come back for more Transformers reviews and a lot of great Ninja Turtles content from Brandon. Have a great day. I'm done! Look at him. He's just majestic.